You're asking for a valuation of over $4 million. Why are you valuing it at that cost? Are you here to get exposure or get exposed? That floor right there is for people that desperately need a shot and access to capital. I don't know if you're full of BS or not, so I don't want to chop you down. I just have a very funny feeling that you're not the right person for me. And to sum it all up, I'm out.
I'm in. At a time when so many people seem terrified by the seemingly non-stop declines of the stock market, it's worth remembering that there is a real economy out there, and some things that are hurting the market, like falling oil prices, they're actually helping the economy. That's why tonight I want to take a moment for a reality check with a real business person, Daymond John, the phenomenal fashion designer and entrepreneur, best known as the founder and CEO of For Us By Us, FUBU, and a panelist on Shark Tank, as well as being the author of multiple books, including the brand new one, I think it's his best, The Power of Broke. Maybe because I was broke at one time, how empty pockets, a tight budget, and a hunger for success can become your greatest competitive advantage. And in May, John was one of the 9 business founders to be named presidential ambassadors for global entrepreneurship by the White House. In my view, Daymond John is the king of branding, and in a world where mind share matters more than ever across a huge number of industries, branding has taken on a whole new level of importance. That's why I'm thrilled to have him back on the show. Here are his thoughts on the market, many of the more divisive, some of these consumer brands out there that he knows more about than you and I do. Mr. John, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Daymond, thank you. Daymond, I love this book. And I loved it because I think that you put a twist on what Bob Dylan taught us. When you got nothing to lose. No, when you got nothing is when you can make the most money.
That's when you use all your resources. You have to focus on something because you don't have a lot of options, and that's when you make affordable mistakes, but you fail forward fast or you fail forward and win.
So planning for dinner is often the real motivation.
Plan to eat is always a real motivation. It's where do I go and how do I tap into this because I don't have any money. We grew up with too many people saying you need money to make money, you got to know somebody.
Right.
Well, look at me, African American, I got left back, I'm dyslexic, never went to college, can't sing, can't dance, can't throw a football, can't do anything. I didn't know anybody, and look where I'm at.
But you have judgment. Were you born with this judgment? Because I've never seen anyone who has more of a judgment about what people want than you.
You know what? I don't think I have judgment. I have passion. I think that's the only thing that everybody or love. Everybody that is successful has that in common. But the whole theory of needing money to make money, if you look at Forbes of the Inc. top 1,000 wealthiest people in the world, 60 or 65% of them are self-made men and women. That means they were broke, right? And if you could just pass down money, generational money, then there would be no room for any of us.
No, but you seem to know how to tap in. I mean, I know you started selling hats, and that's not a big tap in, but subsequently, you've known the channels. You've known what people are watching. I was astounded in the book. A figure, 98% social media for these younger people. I mean, are they watching TV?
They're not watching TV. They're watching those things. Listen, for the next 97% of your life, you're not going to be any further than 3 feet away from that digital device, right? True. And you and I, we grew up to the point of we were coming to the office working 9 to 6. Social media and these millennials, they work 24 hours a day, even though we talk about they feel entitled, they're ready to pick up that phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that is where they're getting all their information. They're not going to the mall anymore because they're finding their friends on Facebook and on YouTube, right? They're not shopping at the mall anymore.
So this is it. This is the turning point. I went to the mall yesterday, at MLK Day, you know, you do the right thing, you read what he had to say, you learn it, you do community service, but you got a day off. It was empty.
It was empty.
What the heck is happening?
That was empty. You listen, the kids are all on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. They're not going to the mall to buy products because they're buying it from other kids. So there's a million other kids selling T-shirts.
So this would be something where even though Facebook's moved up a lot, we still have to like the concept, and social media also means Alphabet. That would mean that they're going to have a lot of money going the way. Google.
Think about Facebook and Google. They don't have any inventory, and the people who populate it are the people that they're targeting, and they're getting the analytics. Right now, if you want to convert any sale, the best outlet I'm finding is Facebook, and you're converting a sale due to the analytics.
Wait a second. Are you telling me, because if you're finding it, it's the future. You're telling me that if you wanted to start a business, that maybe the best way to connect is what? Right? Giving Facebook some money, getting
Facebook some money.
Giving them money.
Absolutely. On Facebook, they go out and inquire Ocular Rift. I went to CES. Everybody's talking about virtual reality.
Yes.
Why do they need to go to the mall now if they can have a mall on their face? Right? They can look around.
Yes.
And if you have all this data.
It's not a video game.
They have Instagram, they have WhatsApp, they know everything about us.
And okay, so you also have been telling some people that you like Verizon.
I like Verizon because, first of all, it goes back into being a wireless. They're the top of the wireless player. They have our data. They don't have traditional inventory right there. And I think that they're just plugged into us. We know less about ourselves than they all know about us.
Well, because I'm recommending Verizon on a yield basis. How terrific to be able to have something that gets a dip for the older people, for us, but then for the people who you've inspired so many people.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, your show is one that people watch over and over again.
It is really,
incredible.
I learn more from my show than anybody else because I'm learning from investing in all those small startups.
Right.
I'm learning how to actually use the power broker and how to hit all these kids.
You've taught people how to look people in the eye and pitch.
Yeah.
None of us knew how to do it before this show, not the younger people. Okay, that's Daymond John. He's Shark Tank investor, founder, CEO of Fubu, and this book, Power of Broke. Look, I mean, I read this stuff, okay? You get the book, you say, I got to. No! This one's monster. Mad Money's back in for the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.